Hi everyone, my name is Ramneet, and this week we're going to talk about exploration of strengths, or for a lot of psychotherapists or social workers or practitioners, it may be known as applying a strengths perspective to somebody during therapy. So we're going to talk a little bit about what exploring strengths means today. So there we go. So, what is strengths exploration? Essentially, research shows that learning to use strengths in new ways can improve well being. But it's being able to explore what you already do well, and you may not even know that you're doing this skill, and it's your personal strength. So, being able to understand how certain habits of living that may be considered normal for you can actually be your strength. So, for example, you know, waking up every day, even though you may be diagnosed with depression, is considered to be is considered to be showing resiliency. So you may actually be quite resilient in fighting the worst days, and that's a strength that you may not know that you have. Strengths perspective or interventions include identifying an individual's strengths, understanding how they have used them in the past or present, and learning different ways to apply them in your current situation. So, in everyday aspects of your life, such as your relationships, your profession, what kind of strengths do you apply? Is it honesty? Is it ambition? Is it, empathy? So, there's a lot of strengths that you may already know that you possess, but there are other people who may not know. So, just learning about this and having a brief understanding of what it is can help you to assist others in identifying their own strengths. So, maybe a friend might come to you and say, you know what, I'm having a crappy day and this is what's happening in my life. And you can kind of say, hey, you know what though? But you're doing a great job and you're quite resilient in what you're doing and you're quite brave. And sometimes saying those things can make a person feel validated in their life and make them feel like they have skills even though they feel like they don't. So we'll start off with our first worksheet that maybe we can work together on. So if you are able to, I would like it if you could pull out a pen or a paper, and we're just going to continue to do these exercises today together. So for the first one here, it's a strengths exploration worksheet. So I'm going to read off the little blurb at the top. It says, those who know their strengths and use them frequently tend to have more success in several areas. They feel happier, they have better self esteem, and are more likely to accomplish their goals. So, to use your strengths effectively, it's important to have a clear idea of what they are, how they can be used. Some of your greatest strengths might be easy to recognize, while others go unnoticed because they feel ordinary to you, even if they aren't. So here you have a lot of words and a lot of strengths. And I would like it for you to take a couple seconds and just circle strengths that you feel that you possess. If there are strengths that are not listed on here and you feel like you have those, feel free to add those onto the list as well. So I'll give you maybe 30 seconds to go ahead and circle some keywords. So now that we've done that, it's time to reflect on those words and find ways that you have currently used them in your life. So you have circled them for a reason. What is essentially the reason that you circled them? How have you used these in your life? So take a moment to reflect on how you have used these strengths in your life. And then also writing down maybe one new way you can incorporate them in your life. So, for example, I have expressed honesty in the past in various relationships, whether they're personal or professional. And another way I think I want to incorporate honesty as a strength is to be honest with myself and let myself know that I've had a bad day today or a good day today, and kind of let myself be able to feel whatever emotions I'm experiencing. So I think honesty with myself is something that I need to explore more. So that is something that you can do with yourself or your partner or your loved ones. And as psychotherapists, you can do these with your clients to kind of build on a working relationship together. Moving on to our second sheet is strengths exploration with relationships. So these are relationships that could be romantic relationships, your friendships, or your family relationships. And we'll start off the first point there. You can list the strengths that you possess that help you in your relationships. So going back to this, something that could help you in your relationship could be fairness, maybe expressing gratitude towards your relationship, being optimistic, being an open mind, uh, expressing love or cooperation. So exploring some of these strengths that you feel like you possess that actually help you in your relationships. Then what we would do is go on to describe a specific time that your strengths were able to help you in that relationship. So this is where you kind of get detailed and start writing a little bit more about that specific time that you did use your strength. And once you've done that, you can describe 2 new ways that you could use that same strength in your relationship. The third way you could do this is also exploring the strengths in your profession. So maybe in your past work or your present work, maybe throughout your school, your undergrad, your elementary, high school, or through your professional endeavors, through seminars or meetings or anything like that. And you can talk about the strengths that you possess that help you in your profession. So it could be confidence. And then you would go on to describe a specific time your strengths were actually able to help you in your profession. And then you would describe 2 new ways that you could use your strength in your professional life. So it's similar to this sheet here with relationships, but we are exploring professions. And essentially, the point of this exercise is to understand that even in your most vulnerable time, you do still possess strengths, even though you may feel that you don't. And sometimes it's hard to look at those strengths, especially when we're feeling low about ourselves or feeling like we can't do something or feeling like we're just incapable or, So I think this exercise can really help you understand more about yourself and present that self awareness. And you can also help other people, your friends and your family, to understand that as well. Thank you for listening to my Skill Hub. I will be back next week with a new skill. Thank you.